You are listening to the Cigar Noise Boys. Let's get some ASMR in here first.
I gotta move it. Hold on one sec.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Well, you're built like a car. You've got a hubcap diamond star halo. You're built like a car. Oh, yeah. Well, you're an untamed youth. That's the truth. With your cloak full of eagles. You're dirty sweet and you're my girl.
I don't know, bro.
Oh, Get It On. Bang and Gong by T-Rex. Get it on.
Where did that song come? Like, how'd that pop in your head? I've heard that song in years. That a movie probably, right?
Not recently. I mean, it's in plenty, but that's a band that I think has so much potential, but I kind of dove into Spotify, and I don't really like any of the other stuff except for Deborah, the song Deborah, because that's my girlfriend's name. They have that in Baby Driver, if you've seen that film.
Oh yeah, I've seen parts of that. Kevin Spacey, man.
Yeah, it's a good film.
What's your thoughts on Kevin Spacey? Overrated, underrated, properly rated?
Well, he's had some issues, but you're talking about as an actor.
Yeah.
So
we all have issues, I think.
Yeah, but some are just some people. Charles Manson had issues. You know what I'm saying?
He never killed anybody. Spacey or Manson. Manson had people killed.
Oh my goodness! Are you a Mason or a Manson apologist? Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Hey, 6th grade spelling word. Good. I'm proud of you, man. That's good.
I'm wearing my favorite. I'm going to jump on for a sec. I'm wearing my favorite Roma Craft shirt. It's the I'm going to paint a picture for you guys. It says Nicaragua on the front, like three letters on top, middle, bottom, and then for the eye, it's the Roma Craft sign. But going back to Kevin Spacey, I think the most overrated movie ever is The Usual Suspects.
It's overrated?
I think so.
Do you enjoy it?
I hated it. I found it boring. I mean, maybe because I knew the reveal because I only saw it like 4 years ago. But you always heard about the reveal, you know, but I just didn't.
Yeah, if you know the reveal, then that kills the whole thing. The whole point is the movie is leading you up to it without hinting too much, and that's where I think it does a good job.
I also thought that Fight Club was super overrated too. I couldn't even finish it.
Did you also know the ending?
Yeah, but I'm still not.
Well, that ruins it.
I'm still not sure. Like I read the plot and all the notes and everything. I still don't know what the fuck that movie's about. So Dan, our good friend of the program, Dan from Surrogates, had an event in his online shop, New Havana Cellars. Check them out. They got some good stuff there. They invited me to this Zoom meeting they were doing, you know, and we started talking about movies. And this one guy just fucking loved Fight Club. He kept talking about it, and I'm just like, just didn't like it. And then another thing.
That's why I don't watch Titanic, because I know the ending. Sorry, spoiled for me.
Well, it's spoiled for everybody. But I do remember when that came out on VHS. You had 2 cassettes in the thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You got to change it out. You know, it go black and say put in this cassette 2. I think The Green Mile was also 2. I remember as a kid, I was walking around my apartments I lived in, and I randomly found a Blockbuster video of The Green Mile, but the second one, not the first half of the movie, only 1 cassette.
You randomly found inside the apartment?
No, it was on the ground by the apartment. By the apartments I used to live in, it was on the ground, and it looked like it was like the case was broken, so I don't know what happened, but it was missing the first half of The Green Mile, so. I don't know. It just stuck with me. And I had something else I wanted to talk
Was it
about.
off of Dan and Surrogates, that event? There was a
Yeah.
guy
Oh,
there.
yeah. That was fun. Yeah, that was a great event. We were talking about movies a lot. And then this is where this is my new segment of the week. It's called Am I Racist? Is the segment. I saw a movie called In the Mood for Love. It's on HBO Max. Check it out. I had a hard problem telling the characters apart. It was all in Japanese, all Japanese people, and
Mm-hmm.
I was lost because I kept thinking these were different characters, and they turned out to be the same character.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, I don't like to admit that, but I was confused, and then like it's my friend's favorite movie of all time, and I'm like, it just ended. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, who was that? And who was that? I'm like, and then I read the plot line, on Wikipedia, the summary of it, and then when I read it, I realized what the fuck happened, and it sent chills down my body. But I'm like, how the fuck could I not tell that these were the same people? Not that that's like a spoiler or anything, but it's like, I'm like, because they look a little different, I'm like, well, that could be the same person, or it could be different. That probably is a different person. It was weird. And it changed times a couple years. It went in a couple years in the future. But check it out, and yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to watch it to see how
Maybe we'll edit this
look
out.
the same. I don't.
Well, they are the same person.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean with the changes they made? I don't know.
I mean, if they're going between years and they're changing the actors' makeup and whatnot, that's understandable.
But even in the beginning, man, because it's about two couples, a husband and a wife, and a husband and a wife, and how they live by each other, and then they're hanging out with each other's spouses. And I kept thinking that they were two different couples, but the same. You never meet the one spouse and the other spouse. You only meet two of the guy and the girl. You don't meet the other guy and the other girl. So,
yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah. Well, it's not just that. I mean, to give myself credit, I was at work. There's stuff going around me. I'm watching it on an iPhone 11 or whatever. So,
Tyler, I don't think this is going to be a weekly.
No. This is, no. But
please no.
It's a weird. I feel guilty that I couldn't tell them. I couldn't know that they were the same person. It's not like they were wearing a fake mustache or like a Bobby Valentine Groucho mask or whatever. But yeah, it's embarrassing. Maybe we should edit it out.
I think you shouldn't lose sleep over it.
Okay, good. Okay, so did you buy anything on Black Friday?
Yeah. One thing.
What did you buy?
Subscription to Cigar Aficionado.
Oh, I thought about doing that. What's the special? I wonder if it's probably over now, obviously.
I think I'll have to double check. I think it's $10 for the year.
That's a good deal. That's worth it.
I thought so too.
Read.
Well, it's nice to be on the coffee table.
Exactly. Because I was just reading about. I was just on that website. There's a really good article that Nick was part of about the improving the San Andreas Maduro process of getting it to Nicaragua and sorting it and fermenting it. That was interesting. And then I read a really good interview from Dion from Illusione. Because I've been on an Illusione kick lately. So I wanted to read up on Dion and learn more about him. So,
yeah. Did you see that they're moving the reveal for the top smokes of 2020 to January?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I think about that.
I mean, it kind of, because I feel like when they come out with the top smoke, that's like a Christmas gift. Everyone sells out everywhere. Does it come out before Christmas usually, or is it New Year's? I don't know.
The issue comes out in January, but the reveal comes out on the internet.
Right. So maybe it won't
December.
affect sales too much.
I think they should wait till that fucking magazine's on the stands before they announce it. If they want to get the that up.
That's a interesting idea. Or I thought maybe they'll just wait till we come up with our 2020.
Yeah, maybe they're waiting for us to release ours. Did you see Half Wheel has a submit your list on there?
No.
We should support it. We should submit it. I'm disqualified because I work at a cigar shop. So
I should submit it.
You should submit it and say, this is Dom's list from Cigar Analogies / CigarNoise Boys. And then I'm going to submit mine knowing that they're not going to accept it.
I'm down. I was looking through earlier last week their list because that's the only way I'm going to know what came out this year.
Half Wheel?
Yeah, we should maybe go through a few of those because I'm not sure how many. If it'll be the next episode, we'll be able to give our top, or if that'll be 2 from now.
If we don't take 3 weeks off like we did, but I will say this. Sorry, guys, but Dom moved yet again, and I think you're moving again at the end of the week. Is that?
Did the last one? You did the one with Chris when I was
at the old place.
Wow. That feels like it was just last week.
Yeah, and it does feel maybe, you know what we should have done? We're fucking idiots. That was a 2-hour pod almost. We should have split it up. Part 1, part 2, bam. Then we're covered for one of the weeks.
Yeah, but what if the first half was hot, the second half wasn't? It was good. It was a good conversation.
Oh, we throw fire, we throw heat all the time. I don't see a difference. Let's go back to Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a shitload of books. I bought a lot of tobacco, cigar books, and then I bought a bunch of I was always a big fan of Bill Simmons, and his old website was called Grantland, and they used to come out with Grantland quarterlies, and they're actually really rare and really expensive. Like if you get a whole set together, they're like $400. When they came out, the books were like $20. So there's like 12 books in there. So they went up quite a bit in value. So I was able to get a number 2, a number 3, a number 4. I think there's 10 quarterlies. And then I got Shay Serrano's got a book. He used to be part of Grantland. And then I've been on a big Dave Ramsey. He's a money talk guy. Mm-hmm. So I bought one of his book, and then another book called Everyday Millionaire, Millionaire Next Door. And then the Tobacconist Handbook, they got a new one out, so I got that. And then Nate recommended a book, Nate, our good friend from Foundation, called The 48 Laws of Power, written by Robert Greene and a Jost Elfer's book. So I'll read that, and then but I'm working on that Dave Ramsey. I'm building a budget, and I'm gonna start figuring out where my money goes, put myself on a strict budget. So
that's good. 2 questions. For the tobacco books you bought, did you ask Rich for any recommendations?
No.
You goofed.
Well, time out.
Okay.
I got a few recommendations from Dion and from Nick Melillo. And honestly, I was afraid to ask Rich because he's got them all. And but I did get a couple rare ones that were hard to find.
Nice.
But yeah, I just got another one in today.
Second question. When you were out for 2 weeks with the COVID,
mm-hmm.
you you said you didn't do any reading. So
no.
All these when are you gonna read these? When you're 70 and retired?
At work at the airport, I'll be reading them. Like this is the Zeno Davidoff book, and it's like mint condition. It's super old, but I think I paid like $4 for it.
Solid. I like the cover.
No, I'm gonna read it. But I mean, I learned a lot of my shit from reading Half Wheel. Like, dude, if you ever are super fucking bored, It's hard to find the interesting shit on Half Wheel. Like their search engine isn't very good. But if you find the article, scroll to the bottom and then pick one of the people they mentioned in there, and that takes you down a rabbit hole of shit. Like, like one thing you always hear about is AJ Fernandez goes through people like crazy, national sales managers and directors of marketing, blah, 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 blah. Like you just see like hired, and then there's a letter announcing they hired him, and then 6 months later, a letter of him resigning. And then that guy, it got me thinking about all these people who are just like Jack Tarano said that once it's like the mob. Once you're in the cigar industry, you're in there forever. Like it's hard to get like new blood into it. Once you're in, that's the hardest part. You'll always be able to find a job. It's just how much you want to move around, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's I don't like that. I like to have security. Like before this COVID thing, I had a shitload of security at the airport. Now that people are being a bunch of fucking pussies and won't fly, that's not good. So,
have you flown?
Yeah, I went to Austin in September.
Oh yeah, you did.
And I'm going to Austin in a couple of weeks. So
nice.
Yeah. And shout out to all my peeps out there who sent me stickers. I got a shitload of stickers.
Was that just because you posted a story saying I need more stickers, or do you actually ask people?
No, they hit me up.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me get. We'll talk about something, and then I'm going to give a shout out to some of the dudes who. Well, Miguel from Crown Head sent me a bunch of Crown Head ones. Cigar Dojo hooked it up with some. Humasmart sent me some. Shout out to Josh. I got some from John Graves, the Dapper rep. I got some from I know you hate this, but
what do I hate? The
shout outs. Yeah. Shout out to Lenny.
This is warranted.
It's fine. Shout out to Lenny. I'll look it up some more. Maybe next. Yogi sent me some stuff. Yeah, a lot of good people here.
Hey, boo boo. What can you tell me what this is? I actually don't know. Which chat this is? I'm smoking right now.
Oh fuck! Take a picture of that and post it in one of the tech groups. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Ted sent it to me.
Hey Ted, I like Tatawahe too.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what that is.
I wasn't even trading, dude. You bummed me.
Yeah, I smoke cigars too, Ted.
I'll have to ask him.
Well, we can spoil this for you. So we're talking about doing our cigar list. You don't smoke a ton of cigars, especially with the COVID thing, but you do the blind samplers. And do you want me to spoil some of the cigars I sent to you?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I'd like to throw in. I have been enjoying a fair amount since I moved.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, it's good, but then now I feel like I'm starting to drain my coolador. I need a box or two to replace.
You talk about that. You just bought a box of Kappa's Specials from Crown.
Oh,
yeah.
Baby, yeah.
What size did you buy?
Oh, I'd have to double check. I don't know.
Great.
I feel like it's a Chronogorda. Gordo? Okay. Is that a size?
Chronogorda, yeah, they got one. I haven't smoked one in a while. So you got Call to Arms. You have a sending you, Stolen Throne sent you a Corona Gorda and a Robusto. Crux Epicur Maduro Toro. Hot Cake from HVC Toro.
Nice.
The new Fonseca, I think I sent you a Robusto. EPC Pledge Robusto. I sent you a Black Friday. I sent you the Illusione PCA. I sent you La Tillier, I think. A couple more, I forgot. But yeah, a few ones that you haven't had. There's been some of these people say there's not been a ton of good releases this year. I think there has been actually.
Yeah, I've been at least. Actually, I was gonna say the second half has been better, but I was going through that list on Half Wheel, the Supreme Leaf. I totally forgot about that one, but that was
Came out in
March.
2 sizes this year, a Robusto and a Toro.
Yeah, that's one I forgot about. And they're all sold out everywhere, right? I think we talked to Terrence about that.
Yeah, that's a.
What were the other earlier releases that some people might have forgotten about?
January Surrogates, or end of December last year. Dan released the AKC, the new Surrogate. It's a San Andreas, but it was opened up to everybody who did an event with Dan starting in January. That's been one of the hottest sellers at Lake Country, man. We've gone through 30 boxes of that. I mean, it's a $10 5x55, great cigar. That came out early. Supreme Leaf came out in January or February. Patina Maduro came out right when COVID hit, so that was like March, April. Yeah, I can't remember the early ones. I'd have to go back on my Instagram. There wasn't a ton. There was very few.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna take a quick leak. I'll be right back.
I gotta get another cigar too. So
perfect. And we're back.
I think the Anarchy.
Tatuaje Anarchy?
The Tatuaje, that came out early.
Yeah, sounds about right. Should we for our top, I don't know if we're gonna do top 10, 15, 20.
Top 10.
There's no way I'm gonna be doing 20.
Yours would be like top 16 because it's only you smoked 16 different cigars this year.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, should we only do ones that we both smoked? No, let's not, because I'm sure
we are two different people here.
Yeah, but I mean, if we compile a list together to post somewhere, I'll figure that out later. We got time.
We'll figure it out. We can
I have to figure out. Go ahead.
We'll pick 20. We'll each do a top 25 and then combine them for a top 10.
That's good.
Yeah. You got some work to do.
Yeah.
I sent a Boveda pack with your cigars, so hopefully you can start firing those up as soon as that fucking box comes.
Sounds good.
I'm firing up La Dueña. Since we're talking
I haven't seen those in a while.
Yeah, we got this is back from my father event we did. The rep gave me a couple with the box I bought.
I like the bands on those.
I do too, but some people hate the bands, like the old codgers. I hear, like, it just doesn't jump out. Like, we don't carry it, but we carry every other my father.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't carry it. Me and the owner like them a lot. I think the wrapper is very similar to the Bride. It's a broadleaf, lighter broadleaf.
Well, the Bride was one of my favorites, so I'm gonna have to the Monster series. So I'm gonna have to check that out again. Revisit.
Have you been on Instagram at all? Have you seen some of Pete's stories he's been doing on Instagram?
I just started posting again. I'm gonna try to do an analogy a week now that I've got the spot. I am not sure if I've been paying attention to the stories or not, because I only usually click on the first like 3 or 4 stories that pop up for me.
I get a lot of downtime, so I watch a lot of them.
Nice.
Yeah. He teased a Cojete, which is a brown label, 4x50, with a Sumatra wrapper. So he teased that. He teased a T110, like a short Robusto. That T110, the thermal nuclear whatever, turned into the Fausto, which is the all Ligero blend. So
I was on a Zoom, ICS Zoom with Matt Booth, and he was listening to some of the smokes that he likes, other than obviously Room 101 and Padron. But he named the Fausto. And Wiseman Maduro also he listed. And I think Illusione Candela.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So Romatron, 1941, on Instagram, Tron, asked, when is the Cigar Noise Boys holiday calendar coming out?
Ooh.
Do you have a calendar, like a physical calendar you put up?
I did have one for 2020,
Uh-huh.
but I burned it because 2020 was a dumpster fire.
Interesting choice.
I did have one, but I never used it. At work, we have one in this little area we call it the library.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I call it the gauntlet too, because it's like it's a little hallway, and in this hallway there's enough room for a table and like 5 chairs kind of spread out, and a few of us hang out in this little area, a little nook in this hallway, and like I don't care who you are, if you're the head station manager, the most junior agent we have, if you're walking by and you're holding papers with one hand or very like casually holding papers, we're going to swat that paper right out of your fucking hands. Nice. We're going to trip you, and if you bend over in front of us, we're letting out a fart. We're making a fart noise.
I saw that's an issue you have.
I can't
not farting, but making fart noises.
Even strangers, if they bend over in front of me, I can't.
No.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, I'm wearing a mask. They don't know it's me.
Some self-restraint.
But I went to Trader Joe's because they make a really good turkey summer sausage that has, like, most summer sausage has like fucking 18 grams of fat. This turkey one has 4. So I eat a lot of turkey and cheese. And dude, Trader Joe's not only are half the people who work their smoke shows, the customers are too. I mean, that's a honey hole.
Honey, oh my dude. First of all, I was gonna say that's an interesting idea. If you're in, I was gonna say a crowd, but I guess no one is in a crowd with a mask. But you could say something and no one knows where it came from. It's like throwing your voice, but it's just because everyone's wearing a mask.
It's funny too. Like when I get embarrassed, my face gets red. But like even like when I'm wearing a hoodie and a hat and my face mask, and I'll make like a very inappropriate joke, and there's like some uncomfortable laughter, and then they'll look at me and they're like, they can see how like, yeah, that's the same thing. I can't, if something funny pops in my head, I have to fucking say it, no matter how inappropriate it is.
Well, when they look at you, you just start looking over your shoulder. Like
I do. I kind of.
Who said that?
I mean, everybody's laughing, but it's like, you really just fucking say that? I'm like, I can't control it. But yeah, we should do a calendar. I mean, Cigar Vixen does one.
Well, that was I think the last calendar I had. Okay. She signed and she spelled my name wrong. I don't think I saved it.
Oh yeah, you've moved 12 times, so.
Yeah. Hey, so I didn't rewatch it, but the Batman film with Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Oh God.
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to go back, but I saw a clip of it, and I think he's smoking a white cigar. Like it looks frozen. And I was wondering, is there a way without chemicals to make a white leaf on the outside? It'd be kind of gimmicky, but is that possible? Like
they make gold-plated cigars. Why can't they do a
albino
white
leaf?
Gold?
Yeah,
albino leaf.
I don't know. Is that maybe that'll be my thing.
Yeah, albino, and then put the albino monk from the Da Vinci Code on it.
I don't. Never watched that. Don't get the reference.
Yeah, I never watched it either. But that's like one of the. I saw scenes, and there's a monk who's like albino. He tries to kill everybody.
Nice.
Black Friday purchases. I bought another. So I have
from white to black.
Yes. So in my smoke lounge, which is really fucking coming together, I got a TV mounted in this bitch. I got my fireplace. I should turn my fireplace on. It's a little chilly in here. I bought another air purifier from Amazon. It was a good, like, it was like 55% off or some shit. So I'll have 2 of them in here. The exhaust fan's too cold, unless, I mean, if we got 4 guys in here Choochin, I'll turn it on for a few minutes, but that's for me.
Oh, I wish that were, if we had 2 guests on, I would make that the title of this episode. 4 guys Choochin.
4 Chooches, Choochin on some Chooches. This one guy who comes to the shop calls him, what does he say? He was stoking on a cigar, or what does he say? He uses like cigar as like a
cigar on a stick,
like a noun or a verb.
Probably
adjective.
Verb.
Let's go over that. Adjective is easy. That's describing something, right?
Adjective is modifying a noun or a pronoun.
Oh, that's not even right. What's a pronoun?
A pronoun is
you,
standing in place for a noun. So, yeah, you, he, she, it, they, them.
That's a pronoun.
Yeah, so it's standing in for
a noun is like noun's like a car. Desk,
noun is
TV.
like a car. Yeah.
And then what's a verb? Like an action, doing something.
An action. You can say state of being. So is, are, was, were. Be, being, been. Also verbs.
This is educational, yo.
What's a gerund?
A what?
Gerund.
I don't know.
It's a verb form acting as a noun. So, I like biking. Biking is a verb form, but in that sense, it's acting as a noun. But I mean, I don't actually like biking for the record. I could have used something relevant.
You are wearing a North Face coat.
Yeah, I'm bundled up. California cold.
What is it?
What is the jack? Oh,
what is the temperature?
When is the temperature? Let me check.
I need to get a new camera for this laptop.
Dude, holy smokes. It's 39 right now.
39?
Is that accurate?
No, that's Celsius, bro.
This has got to be wrong because it's... Oh, there we go. 55. It had a correct.
Yeah, it's got to be 39 here.
Yeah, that didn't quite sound right.
It's 28 here. Hey, FYI, if you move out of a cold area and the first time that Wisconsin gets snow or the first time that place you used to live at is below freezing, don't fucking remind us. We get it. You moved away. You're on the bigger and better things. We're stuck here in the cold. You win. I'm talking to my brother, by the way.
How's he liking San Jose?
He's loving it, man. Loving every minute of it.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if we mentioned this. Surrogates is coming out with a sampler pack. It's going to be like 7 different cigars in a Robusto size.
Solid. Hey,
did we mention that? We did mention that with Chris.
I can't remember. You guys were talking so much was going over my head.
Kind of like your verbs and shit.
Yeah. It evens out. So I've mentioned this before that my dad, his favorite cigar is the Hamlet, the original Tabacaria, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And the Solomon, because he'll smoke that for 3 hours. So what are some good long smokes? Not in just length, but of the cigar itself, but experience.
Patina, Churchill, Connecticut. What was it?
That means I agree.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Southern Draw.
I still haven't had the new Connecticut. I think I have 2 of Churchill's from before he moved.
You haven't had a new factory.
Yeah.
It's better, but it's very, very similar. You know, you should have fucking told me. I would have sent you one, you chooch.
Oh no, because I'm gonna buy some. That might be my next.
Well, we sell patina.
Good to know. Because yeah, I'm looking for. I think I have, since I didn't close on that Elbow Wednesday, Wiseman Treasure Chest.
You'll be getting it when we get our next allotment.
Okay, then maybe I'll hold back. Because I didn't have room in my cooler door, but now I do. But I feel like I need to fill the dead space, but I'm just spending money.
Well, my suggestion would be
read some of your books on finances and not buy more.
That and open up the chest and put the cigars in a baggie with a Boveda pack and put it in the cooler. Don't put that.
I can't do that.
Don't put the chest in a fucking cooler. The chest, it should be out in the open. Spread it open. It wants to be seen. Let it fly.
Vegas rules.
It's a dope ass fucking chest.
It's awesome.
I know. I have the Tabernacle one. I need the Elbow Wednesday, but they're being stingy with them. Me and you couldn't even get them. Number one foundation fan duel. We got to get Nick back on. Nate was supposed to get him back on.
Yeah, one of these. Well, we gotta do a brunch, boys, with Nick.
I don't know if he's about that life now. He's a nooner now. He said.
That's unacceptable.
It's unfortunate. We got to change our group test from brunch boys to nooner.
Are you talking about Nate?
Nerds.
Not Nick.
Nate's
a nooner.
Yeah, we got to get Nate and Nick on.
That's weak.
DT and NN.
He's you hit that age and you're only drinking those White Claws and other, not spritzers. What do you call those?
Seltzers.
Seltzer. Ugh, come on.
If I could go 50 years without hearing "Ain't No Laws" when drinking the Claws, that wouldn't be soon. That wouldn't be long enough.
That was funny for a while.
Yeah, but now it's just like That's What She Said. That needs to die. That needs to be gone.
Yeah, I mean they've had their time. It's like a meme.
It's like the "What's Up" from the Budweiser or whatever commercial that was. Doritos. What was that? What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Okay, stop. That died.
Well, hey. Oh, off of that, what do you say when you see someone you see every day, but you see them like around the shop for the first time that day? Do you have something you say? Because my housemate, every time he calls on the phone, or if I see him multiple times a day, he'll say yo yo yo. 3 yos.
Yo yo yo.
Yo,
That's
yo,
a little
yo.
weird.
Every
Can
time.
you hear you say that?
I don't know. He was working out earlier. Now he's lights off. Yo yo yo.
I say yo a lot. I say sup.
Mhm.
Yo sup.
What it do? That kind of wore out.
What it do? Yeah. How's it hanging?
Sup.
Sup.
What up, boy?
Sup. No one says that.
Sup, gangster?
I think I still do a lot of the. I'm a pointer. I'll point at you. There he is.
Hey.
I see you.
What's he doing this time? Dude, that's a dad move, man.
I'm a big time pointer, and then, there's a lot of ways you can point. You can do the double point. Pew, pew, pew. Fire out finger guns.
Nice. Shooter
Gavin.
Thank you. Wow.
Can I just say that my sticker wall is looking legit? I got a bunch to add tonight, and now I'm going to put it on the gram so you guys can see it.
Nice.
Comment and like. We got to be like YouTubers.
Subscribe.
Comment,
on Instagram.
subscribe, like, post, repost, watch again, unfollow us, and then follow us again on iTunes because that helps.
Wow. Or no. Hey, Spotify. Check out our CigarNoise Boys intros. All the songs we open the shows, they're there.
Spotify.
Holiday playlist. We don't have that yet.
Wham. Last Christmas, best Christmas song.
We'll talk about that next. We'll get another episode or two in before Christmas.
Yeah, big fan of books. I'm looking at all my books over here. It looks like I'm smart, bro.
No, that segue.
What about my new glasses? You like those?
You've had them for at least a show or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. My guy. My man. Listen, dude, I'm having issues. I went to purchase new contact lenses. Was it 3 weeks ago? Because I had like 10 left. And they said, sorry, your prescription has expired. So I can't order more. I have to go in, get another eye exam first. I was like, oh, fine, I'll do that. But their office is closed, so I have to leave a message, and they have to get back to me within 3 business days. They didn't. So I called back, and they said, oh, sorry, yeah, you're right, they didn't. So we're going to make your case urgent. And they did, and I still haven't heard back, and it's been like 5 business days. So I'm on like three contact lenses. My glasses suck. I don't know if you can see this. I've got a
Rat tail?
no, what?
Rec
What do you call it?
specs?
No, there's a name for these little bands that hold your glasses, old school. Not a koozie, that's for beer. It's
Gay?
Nate would know. Shut up. It'll come to me. But these glasses are old. I'm not gonna be able to see. If I can't see, I can't drive. I can't work. So come on. I want contacts. Just let me order like another month. Kaiser. How's that?
Nice.
I'm surviving. I'm not too mad.
Yeah. Oh, is there anything I do on Instagram that annoys the fuck out of you or is cringeworthy?
On Facebook, everything you do on Facebook.
Why?
Because I've moved on from Facebook. I don't use it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And you use it like I used it when I was in high school. Do you get the notifications of like on this day 7 years ago?
I'll delete it if it's super cringe.
The worst. All of mine are just let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, you don't post at all.
I don't.
There's not a platform on Instagram to post that.
Okay. 7 years ago today on Facebook. Just used rock, paper, scissors to describe football to my sister.
That sounds horrible.
8 years ago. I want to see you in the light of the morning. Hey. It's a quote from Band of Skull song. It's the worst. Get rid of this, Facebook.
4 years ago, I posted a vintage Packers starter jacket pullover. Remember those? I posted that 4 years ago.
See, your posts that long ago are decent compared to what you're posting now.
My problem is I just get like I'm bored and then
get a
something
Twitter.
pops in my.
Get a Twitter.
No, I don't have any followers on Twitter.
You don't need.
Follow me on Twitter, Tyler J PhD.
Philanthropist. High Claire.
Master of fermentation. Bro, I gotta send you a. Did you see my story I posted on Instagram? That cigar book.
I don't
It
know
was like
which
a
one.
romance novel.
Oh.
It was very. What's the word? Gay.
Outre? Oh, nope.
Let me show you. I tagged Mukau and I said, "Have you read this book?"
Oh yeah, I saw that. There's no way that's a book.
That's a book. It's called Cigars in the Parlor.
That looks like some After Dark HBO Plus.
I sent that to Nick. I'm like,
Yeah.
Nick, do you have this in your collection? And he said, face smash is what he sent me.
You want to describe it for any listeners who didn't see that?
Oh yeah, no problem. It's a guy looking longingly into the air with a pipe in his mouth, and in the back is a shirtless hunk of a man looking very aggressively at the guy's backside area.
Well, it's superimposed. It's not like they're in the same room. I thought it was the same dude.
It's not. It's called Cigars in the Parlor by Shane Michaels. It's out of.
What does the back of the book say?
No, this is a cover. I didn't buy it.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was sold out. I mean, if it wasn't sold out, I mean, I'd definitely buy that and just fucking. I mean, that's
New York Times bestseller.
a lot of
right there.
material, man. I could just be sitting in the shop reading that book, and people wouldn't be none the wiser. Can you do me a favor and watch 8mm, please?
What's it about?
Nick Cage. He's a
Okay, I'll see
private
it.
eye.
I'll watch
He's a
it.
private eye.
That's all I got to say. Nick
And
Cage, man.
no, let me finish real quick. I'll give you this quick snapshot because this is
Please.
I might lose you with this.
I'm waiting.
Came out in the 90s. The guy who wrote this book or screenplay wrote Seven, and he's a PI. This rich billionaire guy dies. His wife goes in the safe, finds an 8mm recording of a snuff film where somebody may or may not have been murdered. And he goes to California, goes to New York, and tries to
She doesn't lock herself in the safe, correct?
No, that's
right.
called Panic Room.
I'm following. We're good.
And Joaquin Phoenix is in it.
I don't know why I haven't seen that. Is it? So it's a thriller, not a horror film.
It's a thriller, yeah, but it's a tough watch.
Mm.
There's a guy named the Machine, who wears a lot of leather and a mask, and
so like Pulp Fiction style mask with a gag.
No, it's just like a leather and then like the zipper. It's weird.
Yeah.
I posted a picture on my Facebook a while ago. No, but it's like a thriller. It's not like a campy movie. It's it's a good movie.
But if it's a hard watch, I don't like hard watches.
But in a good way. I mean, it's not like Requiem for a Dream. No, that's a fucking tough watch.
Yeah, I'm not down for that.
Have you seen that?
No, I refuse to.
I thought you were a film guy. What the fuck?
I am, but I enjoy films.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
I don't have favorites. I have like weekly or monthly favorites.
I can name a top 5 right now. Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Social Network.
I haven't seen that.
Boogie Nights. That's a goddamn.
It's been a while.
Boys in the Hood. And,
always hard.
Yep. And I can't think of a fifth. But those 4 have always been in my top whatever. But yes, you got to see The Social Network. That's inexcusable you haven't seen that movie. I love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That's a great movie. Check it out. You have your taste. You're like, so have you heard of a band called Buckcherry?
What is their song that I would know?
Crazy Bitch.
Nope, profanity.
You're crazy bitch, but you're so good, I'm on top of it.
So what's the radio-friendly version? You're a crazy chick?
I don't know, but it's pretty much the worst band ever.
Well,
like,
they just repeat. Hold on. Sorry. Hold that thought. The clean versions of things that just repeat the same thing. So it'd be like, you're a crazy. You're so dumb.
Look up Buckcherry when you're done. Add it to the playlist. But Buckcherry, if you like Buckcherry, you like Hinder, Lips of an Angel, or Sheryl Crow and Kid Rock. I put your picture away. But so Hinder, I call Hinder, and that's caught on. People at work call them Hinder now. Spelt the same. Lips of an Angel.
Tyler, we messed up.
What?
I don't know if we talked about this last time, but when it's just you and I doing this, you should be the one coming up with a song.
Oh yeah.
Because you did Beck last time.
I can't believe you couldn't get that one, loser.
Oh, I know the song, but I don't listen to Beck, and I've only heard that really on the radio.
Yeah, so you should know.
That's like REO Speedwagon, just like going through lyrics to the point that it's rap, speed rap.
Tokyo. But anyways, back to my Hinder and Buckcherry. If there's a guy at work who, like, every time I fucking see him, I sing in my head "Crazy Bitch," and the song is horrible, and he loves that band. He's like, "It's a great song," but his taste in music is bad. His taste in movies is even worse. Like he said the best movie like saga or series is Resident Evil. Those movies suck.
Would you get along better, in a cigar lounge? Do you think you could have a conversation, or more of a conversation with somebody who has a trash sense of music compared to what you enjoy, or a trash sense of food?
What's a trash sense of food?
Like,
only thing
I don't like tomatoes. I don't like mushrooms.
No, I'll have an issue like if you're like super judgmental, like, oh, you don't like steak tartare? I'm like, no, it's fucking raw. It looks like dog food. I would never eat that. Or
no, I mean like something like they're too picky, I guess.
Sushi. Oh, that's me. I'm super fucking picky. Give me a cheeseburger. Well, first of all, no bun. Cheese and ketchup. That's it. A taco. Sour cream, cheese.
I don't think we could have a conversation in the lounge.
Well,
I did have a really great burger recently, because I I really don't eat out unless it's like a date night or something. But obviously now it's ordering in for date night. And I don't like ordering things that I can make myself, like a burger.
I was gonna make a cunnilingus joke, but I didn't. Go on. Eating out. Never mind. Go on.
Anyway, but I had a burger from this place locally, and it was really good. I don't like the look of the logo; it looks all retro and modern, but it was a solid burger. And like the first one I ordered from somewhere that was actually medium.
Do they have good chicken sandwiches there?
They have one I haven't tried it.
Well, I'll tell my brother about it because he lives 15 minutes from you.
Yeah.
He's not a beef guy. He likes chicken. Pollo. Spanish for chicken.
Got it. Pollo analogies.
Oh, you know what I hate too? And this is Tron, don't take this the wrong way. There's certain people, like I'll be talking about something. Tron, I love you. Don't take this the wrong way. But there's certain people who are always trying to like we got a rep that comes in and he reps a few different brands, and I'll tell him about something in his portfolio, and he's like, "Are you sure it's that? Are you sure it's that wrapper?" I'm like, "Seriously? You're gonna you're not gonna believe me?" No, I could have sworn 99.999% of the chance I'm right, you're wrong. Now, when I say I bring up Tron, you're gonna know more about. I give you credit. You might know more about Roma than I do. But to give myself a little credit, I have to know 27 other brands. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that keeps you humble. Like, how sure am I that I'm right? Could I be wrong? Because we can all be wrong. We all make mistakes.
I can't remember the last time I was wrong.
I was trying to have like a
deep,
Sultans of Smoke level getting deep, yeah. But okay, no, you're always right. You're infallible.
No, I wouldn't go that far. But my thing is, and I talked to Nick about this. The first time I met Nick in person, Nick R. Agua, was at the Little Smoke at Lake Country Cigars in Delafield, Wisconsin. Check them out. We do ship. And I asked Nick, I'm like, dude, do you ever get sick of talking about tobacco? He's like, yes. He's like, but you're genuinely interested in what I have to say, and you're not challenging everything I say. So like that's like, well, why does my email keep popping up? Like there's some conversations I have.
You're reading your email?
No, it just pops up randomly. I'm like, I don't know why. It's annoying as fuck.
We're not in full screen?
No, we are now, but it pops up for a second, and then I have to close it. I don't know why. I think I tried to send you an email like 3 months ago that was too big, and it keeps trying to send it or something. No, but back to my point. No, there's some conversations are painful, especially when you're not listening to me and you're asking me about something, and you're not listening to me, or you think you know more than me, and you're challenging. That's not a fun. Like, I'm always willing to learn, and I've learned a lot of stuff from people. I've learned a lot from Tron. I've learned a lot from a bunch of the other customers who come in the shop, you know. But sometimes it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't want to argue, you know, or debate. Not like take everything I say as gospel, because I don't know shit.
Do you know what a participle is?
A placebo? It's like when you give somebody a pill that has no effect.
A participle is a verb form, a verbal, acting as an adjective.
What? Stop.
So instead of saying I like biking, biking's a gerund. The biking man.
Biking talks is like now that.
Modifying man.
I wish I was better at English, because I'd be writing some good stories.
Or some good reviews. Dope cigar reviews.
We should do some reviews. Get Tron on that wagon too.
Yeah, why not? Oh, hey, I mean, we just were followed by some dude starting a new blog or something.
Okay.
Well, let me give him a shout out. I haven't checked out their page yet, but The Blend.
The Blend.
Yeah, check them out on Instagram. The Blend News. It's a weekly newsletter with the latest cigar releases, deals, reviews, and more. A free resource for cigar smokers. Could be good.
Can you tell me about your first STD?
I have had 0 because I'm waiting till marriage and I like to kiss.
There you go.
Yeah, there you have it.
No, we were talking about STDs at work. We talked about
Were you lighting your cigars with the Saint DuPont?
Saint DuPont. Oh, I'll never forget that. Actually, I did forget it, but now I remembered it.
Yeah.
They were talking about getting COVID tests, and all they shoved that Q-tip up your nose. And I asked the guy at work if he ever had a Q-tip shoved up his dingling hole.
Hoo-ha.
Yeah, and he said no. But I remember somebody telling me they had to do it. I'm like, I could not imagine that.
Matt Booth was talking about something similar in terms of jewelry.
Oh, Prince Albert?
My question to him was the phrase "Don't knock it till you try it." What are some things that go against that? Some counter examples.
That
was one.
You use that for that, not our podcast?
Well, hey, I mean, yeah. I'm talking with him there, not here.
Well, we could have used that when we get Matt Booth on the pod. Or somebody else.
You don't think I can come up with something else?
Maybe. I don't know.
You know everything. My ideas are unstoppable.
We need to just edit out the last 15 minutes.
We're the Hubris podcast.
I don't know. What does that mean?
Hubris? I'm teaching poetry right now. Hubris is usually in reference to Greek.
Like preaching?
Epics. No, hubris means like
a code of honor?
No. You think you're
code of ethics.
It means you pretty much think you're on par with the gods. You're just super into yourself. You're the best. Nothing can touch you, stop you. You're all the way up.
All the way up.
Is that Drake?
No, that's French Montana.
Good. I don't do Drake.
Do you like Radiohead?
Creep.
Listen to OK Computer. That's a fucking great album. I really like the song Let Down. And it's really interesting. Like I never really understood the lyrics until I fucking looked them up. And then I kind of looked up what the shit meant. And it's a fucking deep song.
Yo, you should come into class for my poetry review. This is great. Because what you should do with poetry is just like songs, music. You listen to it, you enjoy it the first time. Second time, you start to pay attention to the lyrics, the harmony to the melody. Start to find the theme. What does this mean? Oh, dude, you should be a teacher.
Should be.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a great sense of humor. I'm sexy as fuck.
Why does that? You think teachers? Oh my goodness, never mind.
A lot of hot single moms, divorcees. Anyways,
that's terrible.
What the fuck was I gonna say about music and lyrics? I'm 30.
Teacher.
I'm 32, so I grew up obviously mostly in the 90s. So I'm a big Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., Bone Thugs and Harmony. I listen to Master P. I listen to the Cash Money Millionaires. Juvie, Wheezy, Lil Wayne, Birdman, Baby, the Big Timers, all that.
Make you say ha, like a mix of Master P and Rick Ross.
And I've been big into rap since 95, 94, when I was 7 or 6 years old. But I like the new rap too. And some of these people, I can't get with that. And I'm like, why? I'm like, because it's the lyrics and stuff. I'm like, that's not why I really listen to rap, is for the lyrics. I listen to it. Does it have a good beat? Is it catchy as fuck? But some of alternative or grunge, maybe not grunge, but more alternative, Radiohead, I'm a big fan of. Now the next band, I listen to their album all the time. That they came out with one album in 2001 or 2002. The Postal Service. That's one of my favorite albums.
I think I've heard them before.
They're known for Such Great Heights, which was on a UPS USPS commercial because the post office sued them for naming their band the Postal Service, which is one half of the band is Ben Gibbard from Death Cab for Cutie. The other guy, I keep forgetting his name. His band's called like Don't Tell, but it's spelled like DNTL. Yes. They need to come out with a second album, but they haven't. They came out with one fucking album, and they the one guy did all the beats for it, and then Ben wrote everything and then sang everything, and then he would send it back. Like, so that's why it's called the Postal Service, because they weren't together in the studio recording. They were putting stuff that he would write the music, he'd write the lyrics. But it's a great. I could listen to that whole album all the way through.
Songs from that album definitely came up on my Pandora playlist back in the day.
Yeah, The District Sleeps Alone Tonight. Clark Gable's really good. I really like
The Quiet District.
No.
Something Sleeps Tonight.
No, what? No, it's you mix. Oh my god. And We Will Become Silhouettes is a good song too.
Dude, fun. I think that's one of the best albums of all time. Some Nights. Top 10, easy.
Fun came out with
and that was it.
Album a few years ago.
No, they didn't. The singer did something with Pink.
Fun, let me see.
Just Give Me a Reason.
Hold on. Give me a sec. Let me figure out what song this is. Nope, that's the wrong playlist. Foster the People. I got mixed up. Do they sing Tonight? Fun?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, that album's solid all the way through.
I'm a big fan of Glass Animals, man. You should check them out. The new album's good. I recommend Your Love, Heat Waves, Tangerine.
Is it? That's not a cover of Zeppelin's Tangerine, is it?
No.
Okay.
What's the other song?
It's a good cowboy song.
Tokyo Drifting. Check this out. Can you hear it?
You're putting your headphone to your phone, not the mic.
Can you hear it? Time out. But anyways, go back and listen to their last two albums too. They're really good. The first album had Gooey on it.
Tyler, I'm probably gonna have to edit all that out so we don't get copyright infringement.
No, you can. Oh, whatever.
I mean, I don't know how that works, but I just want to be safe.
Don't you get like 4 seconds? You can play a song for or some shit.
And you played 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's about right. Have you read any good books, bro?
I haven't read outside of the curriculum that I teach since summer, and I still haven't finished 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
That sounds awful. Great Expectations, man. I bring it up every time. It's one of my favorite books.
Worst book of all time.
Why don't you like it?
I had to read it freshman year of high school. I think we talked about it. And
yeah, but I never talked about your hatred for it.
There was nothing I enjoyed about that. Screw Miss Havisham. Pip. Oh, I've come into an inheritance. Who's my benefactor? Oh. It's not a good book.
The part I appreciate is Pip. And I forgot all the other characters' names.
Aloha, I'm Pip.
Like, these two dudes are in love with this one chick, and she marries some other dude. Like, that's the part I like. Like, the relation, like, that part. You're reading, like, it's like a tragic fucking story, bro. I don't know what.
About that aspect.
That's the aspect I like, is he thinks he's being groomed to marry this hot chick.
Yeah.
And it turns out she gets married to some scumbag who doesn't even, like her. You know, like, I like those kind of, it's fine, I'm waiting for someone to sweep me off my heels,
Listeners, read the book if you can. Let us know. Is it good or is it bad?
I like Mukau. Rich, you're a book reader. You're a smart guy.
Thank you. Wow.
Not you, Rick. Rich, please back me up on Great Expectations.
Rick, please.
That should be the name of this podcast. CigarNoise Boys, Great Expectations, and how Tyler let down Dom once again.
Wow. You think it goes that way? Well, this podcast maybe. Usually me letting you down with my lack of knowledge.
Yeah. I will say, though, is there two different people who do a podcast together than me and you?
Is there two podcast people What are you saying? Rephrase.
Okay,
Try
time
again.
out. Is there a duo of people who are super?
Superior?
No, me and you are completely different people. That's what I'm trying to say. Only
Oh,
thing, like,
we've got a
if we
dichotomy of
if we didn't smoke
personalities.
cigars, we would never cross paths ever,
Dichotomy, good spelling word.
right?
I don't think.
Where would we meet?
Where would you meet anyone in the community?
Grinder, maybe.
Ooh, okay. Maybe like
Cruise and keep my
a lot
options
of
open.
people are into like barbecue, so maybe like a grill bar or something.
Yeah, how do people meet people these days?
This
Like
is how we
friends.
meet people. You don't need to take it away. It's like saying like,
I guess
oh, I met
hobbies,
my
right? Work.
yeah, all those things. Church. Like you can't say,
That's
oh, all my church friends take away church. Like you can't really do that. It's part of what makes you.
Is it
Cigars
wrong
are part
that
of
I want to?
Go ahead.
Is it wrong that I want to go to church to meet chicks? Is that wrong?
If
You
you're
can
not,
meet good women there, right? I mean, they're fucking
yes,
at church.
I think so, but also they probably would care about your faith or your what you believe in. So they could be a good influence on you. So I say yes, go for it.
What kind of church, though? I do believe in a higher being,
Okay.
a superior being. I believe in God. I believe that when my grandpa passed in 2019, that he's in heaven
Okay.
and that I will see him again.
Yeah.
Because the thought of not seeing him again is enough to make me believe that there is a heaven. Is that weird?
Well, I feel like it has to be grounded in something, some other
Like I
belief.
believe in right and wrong, and I believe
Okay.
that
So there's a sense of morality that isn't just it's not subjective.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know.
killing somebody is just wrong.
Yeah, like I could never hurt an animal. You know, like I told the
Okay,
story
well
21 I told the story 21 times on
Yeah, no,
this podcast. I
raccoon.
save a raccoon's life, man.
Mhm.
I could never shoot a deer, you know, or a turkey, but I'll eat turkey and, you know, and I don't want to think about what they have to do to all these fucking chickens. I don't want to think about that. I don't ever want to know because it's sad. And I probably like when I'm on the highway and I see a fucking semi and you see a pig's snout coming through there, like I feel guilty as shit.
Wait, what? Wait, like a physical like roadkill they put on their semi?
No, like the trailer will have they're hauling animals.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like,
It's like Optimus Prime goes Animal Farm style.
my first thought is like, I'm cold. These pigs got to be cold too. Like they're not wearing a coat.
Dude. Oh my goodness.
The wind, there's wind, bro. These animals are cold and freezing.
King polar bears are just they need a jacket. Wolves. They need jackets.
Different.
They need earmuffs. Dude, they're built for survival. It's a thing.
Yeah.
So if you eat meat, then you can recognize that killing an animal and using its parts can be good. Not always, but can be good.
Yeah, like
I don't like the idea of just
killing for sport. Not my thing.
Oh no, well, okay, well, hold up.
Let's unpack
Killing
this.
for sport, where you are using all the meat and the bones. Like
that's not for sport. That's hunting.
For Thanksgiving, my uncle was serving us deer balls and heart from his aunt.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this, and I mean this with the utmost respect. Are you in a cult?
No.
Who eats deer dick and balls?
I didn't try any Because there's also pizza there. so, so I had a choice selection.
Why did you not take a picture of these cock and balls you were
It
eating?
wasn't. It was just the balls and the heart. Because you have to drain the heart of all the blood. You soak it in like salt water, I think, and then milk, and then water, then salt water again. I don't know. He was telling us about the process.
Interesting. Not
How are
good,
companies
yeah.
like Milk Duds still around? Well, that's probably they have a parent company.
Oh, we got into a fight at the cigar shop about candy, and there was Halloween candy, and there was some Kit Kats. I'm like, that's the worst fucking candy ever. And they're like, oh, that candy's been around for years. I'm like, doesn't make it good.
It is good.
That's not the most. What do you think the most popular candy is? It's got to be a fucking Snicker or M&M, right? There's 45 different M&Ms. There's 45 different Snickers you can eat.
Whoa, okay. M&Ms, yeah, there are a few different versions. What is there a different version of Snickers?
There's one with almonds. There's ones with peanut butter, like more peanut butter in it. And then there's a dark Snickers, I think.
All right. Snickers, I just think of OG Snickers.
Snickers are
M&Ms,
legit.
I think of peanut M&Ms, and then they're peanut butter, but I've never seen those.
Plain. The pretzels are good. The ones with little pretzels in there.
Not peanut M&Ms, man. Those are the best M&M.
No, I don't know, man. They're too big. Well, so the pretzel ones. Are you more okay? Let's say you have an option of only eating chocolate candy or fruity candy like Starburst, gummy bears, fucking chocolate all the way. It's a no-brainer.
Also, though, because I mean, you can eat that, and then you can also have a cigar in a second. If you're
caramel, I'm a big fan of caramel. Give me a
do you think people are pretentious when they say caramel?
Caramel.
Because that's how it's spelt. I used to always say caramel until I moved near Carmel, which is a city. But it kind of sounds pretentious to me.
Do you mispronounce any words on purpose to be funny?
Yes.
Comedic values. What are some of the words you'd say?
Cinema, I say cinema.
I wonder cinema.
Regal Cinema is a theater I go to.
I say instead of rotisserie chicken, I say rotisserie chicken.
That's a good one.
Rotisserie, filet mignon, Philly mignon.
I like it.
I
wish you texted this to me ahead of time.
I know. We'll have to touch. There's a ambulance.
Sometimes this is terrible. I teach grammar. I say grammar.
Grammar. This next one you might have to edit out. I'm repeating what somebody. I don't say it, but I'm repeating what somebody at an individual said. Who I don't work with at the airport. I work with at a different cigar shop. He would.
Okay. Yeah. That's that was edited out.
Yeah, we gotta write that note. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the guy who said it was black, but I thought that was funny, and it was funny because I was laughing, and another black guy's like, "Dude, you're laughing too hard." I'm like, what? He's like, "You're laughing too hard, bro. You're making it weird." He was joking too, but I think that's from a stand-up routine. Do you watch any stand-up comedians ever?
Not really, no.
I like Louis C.K. Even though he got canceled, he's done a couple really good SNL monologues. I'm gonna send you one
with canceled people today.
Yeah, but he did one. I'm gonna send you, dude. I've been on a Saturday Night Live fucking kick lately. Like that's all I did was watch IPCPR videos from 2016.
Ooh, 2016. Never mind.
I've been watching every SNL skit. Some of them 20 times. Some of them are just fucking hilarious.
Old school, like Lonely Island, because those are good too.
Yeah, those are good. And then Dave Ramsey. I've been listening to every video Dave Ramsey has done, where people are calling in with $400,000 in student loans, and and then they got like a master's, and then they got a job at Target, and they make $40,000 a year, and they got to pay back $250K or whatever. And it's sad, but it's like, why would you pick that? And that's the weird thing about college is you're fucking pressured to go to school. Like, I remember my dad was trying to get me a job at the post office, and it was a mechanic job, which I never was very mechanically inclined. So he bought me a book. I studied it. I'm like, okay, I'm in this class. I'm the only one who's 18. Everyone else is in their 30s, late 20s, in their 40s. It's a 4-hour test. I get the test. I'm looking at it, and it's like, it's got like belts on there. It's got like gears and all this shit. I'm looking at it. I could not solve one question on there. I just went and scribbled, I went and circled everyone, handed it in like 15 minutes. It was a 4-hour test. Ooh. I did it in 15 minutes and left. And that was in Oshkosh, which is like an hour and a half away from Milwaukee. And I remember telling
Oshkosh
somebody.
Is a place?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nickname
my
for
brother went to school there one year.
Oh.
But I was telling this girl, I'm like, hey, I got this test I'm taking, and I might go work at the post office. They're going to start me off at like $18 an hour. And she's like, wait, you're not going to go to college? I'm like, they're going to start me off at $18 an hour. You're not going to go to college? I'm like, I get a pension, and it's just like, I was a loser for wanting to work at the post office. I'm a loser, baby. Like a great fucking gig. My dad works at the post office.
Because that is a problem.
You should tell your kids.
Yeah, because
don't go to school unless you're certified. You know what you want to do, and don't go in there with debt either. Work a summer, pay it as you go, because you're gonna be fucked.
Learning a trade is super valuable, and you can do.
I'm gonna be a plumber someday.
Yeah. Until everything's internet, take a poop on your phone.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like
5G takes it away.
Like, what the? If something happens and no one flies ever again, what am I going to do? And it's like, we talked earlier about cigar industry and jobs there. Mm-hmm. There's nothing. I mean, where would I work? Would I want to be a rep and drive around 7 different states and live out of my car and, out of a hotel suitcase, I mean, do I want to manage a shop? I would maybe own my own shop, but do I want to? I don't know.
Yo, I'm in the same boat, and I graduated.
You're a teacher.
Okay, yeah, without a credential.
What do you have to do to get a credential?
Go to school.
I thought you
pay for that. I'm a film major. That's what I graduated in, film and digital media. So I would like to, if I have a family, hopefully have enough money to support the family. And if I'm still in California, it's going to be tough. I'll probably have to move out of the Bay. But like, what else can I do? I did maintenance for a while.
But you're a teacher now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why can't you just continue teaching?
It's a private school. So some private schools don't require a credential. Just this one requires a college degree, and then you're trained.
Anything?
Yeah, well, just a bachelor's of some kind, and they train you to teach. So as long as you're studious to some extent and you're willing to learn, you can become a teacher.
So you got a degree in film
and digital media, yes.
What does that even mean? What jobs can you get with that?
None, unless you know somebody in LA. Or you do your own. I mean, who was it? It said, "Oh, yeah, I can tell you're a film major because of your Instagram." Like I'm using an app to edit video I take on my phone. Anyone can do that. It doesn't take money going to university to be able to do that. Well, and heck, look at everyone on, like, all these kids on TikTok. I don't know TikTok. I'm checking out my butt now.
Well, you should fucking get my brother a job then. He's got a college degree.
Hey.
In art. Something in art. I don't know what it is.
Hey, oh. Kind of side note. I want to find a program on the computer to do kind of logo editing or something.
We need to do that, yeah.
I want to look into that because I've always been interested in like designing. But if we want to do like stickers in the future, if I want to design bands for people, if I have that capability, I'd like to do that. So I'm gonna look into it.
'Cause I sent you some ideas of what cool fucking stickers would be.
Yeah, but
We don't know how to do any of that.
yeah, I can draw it on paper, but put it in a computer, that's a different story. I had a class where I worked with Blender, which is like a 3D modeling program. That was different. Do you know my
I
hold on, you're frozen. Hold on. Give it a second for the internet to catch up.
and
Hold on. Internet is unstable. Come on. Maybe come back.
well, I bet we lost that recording.
Dude, I
didn't record.
it's showing that it's still recording, but I hope it didn't dump it all.
I did.
Dang it. Well,
Bro.
I have no clue if
I can't fucking hear you, man.
You can't?
I don't know what you want me to do.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
Call you.
Yo, okay. I'm gonna stop the recording and hopefully see if it saved everything. Okay. Give me a second. Let me close this out. All right, guys. Rock and roll. God bless.
Yeah!